The airport experience these days can be stressful. Hassles in security, long lines, overpriced everything. And yet, pro travelers are able to consistently breeze through the airport completely unaffected using simple strategies anyone can master. So in this video, I'm gonna show you 11 easy, practical airport hacks that'll save you time, keep stress low, and have you traveling like a VIP without having to spend like one. Now, if you've visited our channel before, you probably know packing carry-on only is a great way to save time and money at the airport. Traveling carry-on only means you've got no checked bag fees, you don't waste any time at baggage claim, there's zero chance of lost luggage, plus it's easier at your destination if you aren't dragging a massive suitcase around with you. But let's be real, a lot of people don't want to do that, or maybe they can't do that. So if you do check a bag, here's a pro tip. Stand in the line closest to the priority check-in counter for the airline you're flying, which will help you check in faster because agents tend to automatically start calling people over from that line as soon as they're done checking in priority customers. Additionally, always pack some essentials in your personal item. A change of clothes, a toothbrush, important medication, and anything else you 100% need for your trip, keep in your personal item. If your luggage gets lost or delayed, at least you know you've got the essentials to keep you going for a day or two. And for extra peace of mind, put an AirTag or a Tile Pro in your luggage so you always know where it is, even if the airline doesn't. Getting through airport security is one of the most stressful parts of the airport experience, but with a little planning, you can breeze through like a pro. First, use lesser known security checkpoints. Many major airports have multiple screening areas that are much quieter than the main one. So look for maps pointing you in the right direction or download the airport's app to find out where to go. At some airports, you can also reserve a TSA time slot in advance. Programs like Clear Reserve let you schedule a security screening time in advance so you can skip the long lines altogether. Here's the cool thing, it's free even if you aren't a Clear member, and you can do it all online. If you travel a lot, investing in a trusted traveler program like TSA PreCheck is a total game changer. With TSA Pre, you can keep your shoes on, leave your laptop and liquids in your bag, and get through security in minutes. I've had it for years, and I swear by it, it saves me a ton of time. Now, if you're coming back to the States, global entry comes in real handy, and it speeds up customs when you're returning to the US. Many of you know that, but what about mobile passport control? This is a great free alternative. You submit your passport and customs forms through an app, and you can skip the long immigrations lines completely. I've even had instances where MPC was faster than global entry. So if you have both, you can just choose the shortest line. Speaking of saving time, I can't tell you how many hours I have wasted standing in long lines waiting for my rental car. And for what? A car I didn't choose, surprise fees, and a customer service experience that usually leaves a lot to be desired. That's why more and more smart travelers are booking on Turo instead. Turo is the world's largest car sharing marketplace. You can rent any car you want, wherever you want, from a community of local hosts across the US, UK, Canada, France, and Australia. When I say any car, I mean it. You can choose from an extraordinary selection of over 1,400 makes and models, from fuel-efficient compacts to roomy SUVs and even EVs. Here's the best part. You can skip the car rental counter at hundreds of airports across the US and coordinate with your host through the app. You can also have the car delivered to your hotel or your Airbnb. It's flexible, it's fast, and it's way less hassle than a traditional rental. Click the link below or scan the QR code here on the screen to book your next trip on Turo. Now, it's pretty stressful to get to your gate and realize your phone won't load your boarding pass. Maybe the battery's dead, maybe the Wi-Fi's down. Whatever it is, the fix is pretty simple. Multiple copies of your boarding pass. Use your airline's app, save a copy to your phone's wallet, take a screenshot in case things don't load, even a paper copy if you're worried your phone's gonna die. Just a little extra prevention can save a lot of stress. Another one, if you're trying to grab food fast and you're not going to a sit-down restaurant, you can avoid having to stand in line for that coffee or your sandwich by ordering through a mobile app. Most major chains support ordering ahead for their airport locations, just like they do their standalone stores. Some airports also have their own apps or use services like Grab or At Your Gate, which let you order from multiple restaurants in the terminal. Easy win for your time and your sanity. Airport lounges aren't just for first class and business travelers anymore. There are plenty of ways to gain access to these VIP spaces without spending a fortune. Programs like Priority Pass let you access airport lounges around the world where you can enjoy free food, drinks, Wi-Fi, and a quiet place to relax before your flight. Some even have showers and nap rooms, which are perfect for long layovers. Priority Pass works best for people who fly at least a few times a year. If you don't fly enough to make a lounge pass worth it, you could also book day passes online directly with the lounge. You can often get a little discount for signing up for their newsletter or following the lounge on social media, so just take a look around before you book. Some travel credit cards also give you access to airport lounges, which brings me to my next point. Whenever possible, book everything related to your trip: flights, lodging, rental cars, directly using a good travel credit card. Why? Well, first, booking direct helps you avoid the hidden fees and sketchy fine print that third-party sites are known for. A lot of times, those deals look cheaper, but they come with worse customer service and way less flexibility if your plans change. Booking directly gives you more flexibility, better customer service, and you'll usually earn points or miles you wouldn't get through a third-party site. Second, using a good travel credit card adds protections. Cards like Chase Sapphire Preferred, Capital One Venture X, or Amex Platinum include trip cancellation and interruption insurance, so if your trip gets cut short or canceled, you're covered. Speaking of cancellations, if you have a flight get canceled or delayed, open your airline's app and start the rebooking process immediately. Everyone is going to rebook at exactly the same time, so the sooner you get started, the better your odds are of getting the flight you want. Sometimes you can't rebook with an app. Sometimes you have to work with an agent. And if this is the case, physically head to the customer service desk as soon as you can and be calling corporate customer service at the same time. Remember, every single person on your flight is in the same situation, and it's every traveler for themselves. Your only goal is to speak to a customer service agent and solve your problem as soon as possible. Taking this two-pronged approach increases your odds of a positive outcome. And here's a little extra tip. You can often get through to a customer service phone agent faster by calling a line outside the airline's home country. For example, if you're calling a US airline, try calling the Canadian or UK branch instead. Most people will be automatically calling the US line, so you might be able to reach an agent faster if you just call a different country. Just make sure you speak the language of the country you're calling, or you're gonna have a whole other problem on your hands. If you usually drive to the airport, you know parking can take up a huge amount of your travel budget. We're talking up to $80 per day, depending on which airport you're flying from. So you can massively reduce this price without adding any hassle with a Park, Sleep, Fly package. The idea is that instead of paying high rates to park at the airport, you book at a hotel near the airport that offers free or heavily discounted long-term parking with just a one-night stay. You stay at the hotel the night before your flight, which is a nice idea for an early flight anyways, and you leave your car in the hotel's lot for the duration of your trip. On the morning of your flight, you take the hotel's free shuttle to the terminal, and that's it. The cost of this hotel and parking bundle is often much cheaper than the price to park your car at the airport for a week or longer. Plus, you get a peaceful night's sleep and zero anxiety about morning traffic making you miss your 6 a.m. flight. It's a win-win. Of course, always compare the price of a package like this versus the actual cost of airport parking to ensure that you're getting the best deal. Not all plane seats are created equal, and choosing the wrong one can be the difference between a relaxing, enjoyable flight and a complete nightmare. That's where tools like Aerolopa and seatmaps.com come in. These sites give you a detailed layout of almost every commercial aircraft with the pros and cons of each individual seat based on things like legroom, recline, proximity to restrooms, and even window alignment. Highly worth checking out before you choose your seat for your next flight. One last hack I swear by is bringing a flight survival kit that you can pull out of your bag while you're on the plane. Long flights can be brutal, especially in economy, and having a few key items on hand can make a massive difference in how you feel when you land. Now, these items differ person to person, but if you want to see exactly what I pack in mine and all my best tips to make long-haul flights more comfortable, check out this video. Thanks so much for watching. Happy travels.